Hey, good morning. Happy Tuesday. What a beautiful day it is here in Tower City. I mean, we got vitamin D all over the place. And it's supposed to be partly cloudy today. I want to think that maybe the weather person made a mistake. And that's a good thing if he or she did, you know. I'll take this vitamin D. I mean, there's my front door window, and not that you can see a lot of it, but we got sun beaming in here. Yes, we do. Sir Prince and myself, we're real happy. Speaking about Sir Prince, well, let me put down some coffee. Come on. I got up this morning and I walked out into the kitchen here, and there's his water bowl. And he's got a pretty good-sized water bowl, a big old plastic one. I'm sure you've seen it before in some of the pictures that I've posted. Well, he must have got up in the middle of the night, and for whatever reason, he flipped it over. You know. Now, I don't know if that was just to tell me, hey, old man, I am out of freaking water. Get me some water. But any other time, he'll bark at me. You know, a little bit of a... Rrr. But nah, not last night or early this morning, however you want to put it. Oop, I'm not supposed to touch my face. That's right. Kind of tough getting used to that, you know. For 67 years, I've been touching my face. Now I'm not allowed to touch my face. What the heck? But anyway, the water bowl was turned over, and there was a little bit of water, thank God, on his rug, because I got to have a rug in there, a runner for him, because my floors, I wax them up, and they get just a little bit like an ice skating rink, especially for Prince, you know, with his nails. He can't walk on the floor. He just spreads out. And because of his hip dysplasia and him being 15 years old and his muscles are not as strong as what they used to be, where he could just pull himself up, he has a tough time. Sometimes I have to go over and literally put my hands under and around him and lift him up to where he can feel secure with his feet down, and then he can, you know, slowly walk around. But if it catches him just the wrong way, boom, all four legs go out. It's funny to look at, but it's not funny, if you know what I mean. And you pet lovers, dog lovers, whatever, cat lovers, I'm sure you've been down that road if you've ever had a senior pet or a pet that might have had issues at one time or another. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, and then his food bowl. He flipped that upside down. Now, there was nothing in it. He ate all his food, but, you know, I can't remember the last time he did something like that. You know, it was just a little weird. So I put water in his water bowl, and I filled up his breakfast bowl. He ate some of it. It's still sitting here. He ate 3/4 of his breakfast bowl, but I don't know. He's just not in the mood right now, I guess. Now he's laying down here. It's his nap time, you know. I got to get up with him. And I had to wake him up today. I said, "Come on, let's go." Had to take him outside so he could do his jobs, plural. Did his jobs, and then brought him back in the house here. Made his breakfast for him. Made sure he had fresh water. He ate his breakfast, and now he's napping. You know, his job is done. Anyway, hey, good morning to all of you. I hope you're having a good day. I hope today brings you very healthy atmosphere. I hope you're in good health, let's say. All right? My cold is slowly going away. I still got, excuse me, some congestion in here, you know, but it's breaking up. It's slowly going away. I had a call yesterday. Well, actually, I called my my future employer up, and he said, "Hey, Warzy, I could use you." He wants me to come down and I got a CDL. I kept it for all these years, just for the fact of if I ever ran into hard times or bad times, or if I lost my job. Uh, in most cases, you can always get a driving job. They're always in demand. But anyway, I talked to my future employer, and he said, I could really use you right now. Besides running school buses, he does tanker driving, nothing but spring water. And he said, I could really use you to run my tankers for me. You know, a couple loads a day, as many as you want to do per week. He said, because the spring water business right now is booming, and I bet it is, you know. And I told him, I said, you know, I jump on it, but, you know, with this congestion going on, you know, I don't want it to go any further than what it is. I want to wait until this subsides, and then, hey, if the opportunity is still there, I'll come and run that water tanker for you. I got my CDL, I'll do it. The only thing I didn't keep on my CDL was hazmat. I got rid of that, but I got doubles on it, tanker endorsement, doubles endorsement. You know what else? I don't know. A couple other things. It's a Class A CDL, and I'm going for my passenger endorsement so I can run these school buses when school starts again. And unfortunately, the rumor going around is, you know, even though they were saying 10 days, 10 working days for the schools to be out. And again, it's only rumor, but there's a possibility school's not going to start until the next school year. You know, I feel bad for the parents and the kids and you know where the kids go. You know, the young kids when they go after school. You know, but let's hope for the best. Let's hope this journey that we're all on just subsides and goes away, you know. Pray to your God that He'll make things better for us, okay? All right, enough of that. Like I said, today is Tuesday, March the 24th. Thank you for letting me enjoy some morning beverage with you guys. Right now it's approximately 8:15 a.m. Today is National Cheesesteak Day. Roo-ha! How about that? I used to have a cheesesteak restaurant. I was ahead of my time. And no kidding on that. I had a shop in Cumming, Georgia. If you guys want to do some research on that, by all means, go ahead. And I had a nice write-up with the Atlanta Journal back then. And the write-up was, I think, right around, I want to say 1994. My restaurant was called Fat Robbie's Philadelphia Cheesesteaks. I took over a freestanding building, which was at one time, well, forever, it was called Daisy Mae's Barbecue. It had a big old picture of a big pig with I think it had an apron on the pig, you know, standing there with ribs or something, you know. It was there forever. It was a freestanding building. And the two ladies that ran the place, again, forever, they retired. And the building was there, and I had the opportunity to take it over. It had everything I needed inside it. It had the Ansel system, you know, for cooking. It had the grills. It had the deep fryer. And the one thing it had that I was green at, and I didn't know it at that time, and that's when Carol was with me, And of course, she didn't tell me. Of course, she didn't think to tell me because it was just a normal thing down in Georgia. The outside on my property of this freestanding building, it had its own smokehouse. I had, what am I going to do with a smokehouse? I'm making Philadelphia cheesesteaks. I never used it. Well, as the years went on, and of course that's after I moved back here to Pennsylvania, I got into smoking and got into buying smokers and this, that, and the other. And I told Carol at that, one time, a couple times, I'm sure I did. I said, why the heck didn't you tell me about the smoker, She goes, well, you could get smoked product any place in Cumming, within a couple miles radius of one smoking joint, there might be another smoking joint, But there weren't that many Philadelphia cheesesteaks back then. I was the only one. And I did have an entrepreneur get in touch with me, and he asked me if I wanted to franchise it. I should have, but I didn't. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, if you want to do some research with the Atlanta Journal, if you're able to pull it up, the article stating Fat Robbie's Philadelphia cheesesteaks, now in Cumming, Georgia. Pull it up and send it to me. I'd like to frame it up well, good morning to you. I'd like to frame it up and, put it on my wall here. It's great memories. It really is. But anyway, today, excuse me again. Today is National Cheesesteak Day, and the question here in Pennsylvania is Pat Steaks better than Geno's Steaks? Now, my son-in-law, Leo, he'd argue with that. I think he's a Geno's Steaks man. Me, myself, I'm a Pat Steaks man. And both of those places, they are open 24 hours. And they're open today. So if you're in the area of Philadelphia, stop in there and get a Pat Steaks. And then right across the street is Geno's Steaks. How ironic is that? And both are open 24 hours a day. Geno's Steaks is a little bit different than Pat Steaks, but and I've had both, but I'm partial to Pat Steaks. That's Pat Steaks is at 1237 East Passyunk Avenue, and Geno's Steaks is at 1219 South 9th Street, and that's Passyunk, but it's not Passyunk Avenue, but it's across the street from each other. So check them out if you're in the area. If you're in the area, you gotta have a Philadelphia cheesesteak. You gotta go home saying that you had one. I'm telling you. And I looked at I think on Geno's, they have their menu up, which you can pull up, on Google. Both of them you can pull up. And I looked at Geno's menu. Their steak sandwiches right now, they're going for $11.11, I believe, and by the time you pay that and the taxes or whatever, it's a $12 steak sandwich. They've gone up from way back when. I remember when I had my Philadelphia cheesesteak place in Cumming, Fat Robbie's. I was selling my cheesesteaks, I think a 6-inch one. And I'm sure I still have a laminated menu around here someplace. I believe it was like $2.50, and that was on an Amorosa roll. I had my rolls shipped in. But anyway, I'm getting off the subject. So today is National Cheesesteak Day. If you're in the area of Philadelphia, try one out. And even if you're not in the area, there's so many joints, across the United States now that are supposedly making cheesesteaks. Have one. It won't be a Philly cheesesteak, but, celebrate and have one if you can. Take care of the mom and pop place right now, because they're having a tough time surviving. I'm sure it's just a walk up and to-go menu, that kind of thing, but, try to help out the small business if you can with what we're going through with this virus. All right, enough of that. Birthdays today. Let me put down some coffee. I'm at 15 minutes here. Steve McQueen's birthday. He was born in 1930 and he passed away in 1980. He passed away at the ripe young age of 50 years old, and he passed away from a heart attack. God rest his soul. And when he passed away, his net worth was $30 million. And in my opinion, Tina, and I'm not going to say humble, I'm just going to say, in my opinion, the best movie Steve McQueen ever made. And it probably wasn't the movie as much as just when you've seen it happening. Bullet. If you never seen the movie by Steve McQueen, Bullet, pull it out and watch it. And then watch the car when it's going through. I think it's San Francisco. Boom, 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 boom. I could be wrong on the city, but that was a great movie. That might have been, was it a Shelby Mustang? I'm not sure. You people that are movie buffs, maybe you'll be able to tell me what kind of car it was that Steve McQueen was driving in Bullet. Great movie, really. So, God rest his soul, Mr. Steve McQueen. Peyton Manning's birthday today. He's 44 years young. He's a retired professional quarterback, and his net worth is $200 million. So, Mr. Peyton Manning, happy birthday to you. 44 years young. And the next birthday, God rest his soul, is Harry Houdini. He swore he was going to come back, and people are still waiting for him. Harry Houdini was born in 1874, and he passed away in 1926. And he was 52 years young, and his net worth back then in 1926 was about $500,000. And ironically, he passed away from appendicitis. Ain't that something, you know? So, happy birthday to all three of those gentlemen. May two of them rest in peace. And Peyton Manning, I hope you're having a great day today. Happy birthday to you. All right, let's do a 3-day weather forecast. And let's go to Beech Grove, Indiana. That's where Steve McQueen was born. Beech Grove, Indiana. Sounds like a nice place. I'll have to check that out. Today in Beech Grove, Indiana, the high is going to be 53 degrees. The low was 36, and it's going to be cloudy today. Wednesday in Beech Grove, Indiana, 61 for a high, 47 for a low, and it's going to be sunny. Thursday in Beech Grove, Indiana, 64 for a high, 52 for a low, and mostly cloudy. Now that's on Thursday. If you're traveling around doing a road trip, or doing some sightseeing, being the tourist that you guys might be, moving around in your motorhome if you're lucky enough to be doing that. And by the way, gasoline over here in Tower City right now is $2.24.9 per gallon. That is really cheap. I'd love to take my motorhome out and just fill it up with gas and then park it again. Yes, I would. All right, enough of that. 3-day weather forecast for Tower City, Pennsylvania. And what's the gas prices like in your neck of the woods, if you wouldn't mind telling me? And the price I just gave you, that's for regular. And we got to pump it. Tuesday in Tower City today, the high is 52 degrees. The low is 36, or was 36. And they're saying it's going to be partly cloudy. Well, right now, yeah, I don't have any vitamin D coming through. The clouds are, hiding the sun from us right now. Wednesday in beautiful Tower City, the high is going to be 47, the low is going to be 33, and a 70% chance of rain. Thursday in Tower City, 59 for a high, 41 for a low, and partly cloudy. So those are 3-day weather forecasts for, beautiful Tower City, Pennsylvania, and Beach Grove, Indiana. And I believe that's all I have for all of you right now. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to speak with all of you. And hold on for 1 minute. I'm going to pause you for a minute. Okay, back at you. I'm sorry, I had to take care of my nose. It was running. But anyway, I'm glad I had the opportunity to have some good morning coffee with you guys. If you haven't had your coffee yet, I hope you were enjoying your coffee as I was just rambling on here to ease into our day. Let me put this down. I got to tell you just a quick story, because I got 21 minutes into this, and my son's going to be all upset. He says I ramble on too long with my good morning videos. But hey, I'm bored. I'm sure you guys are bored right now, aren't you? So, my campground sent an email to Carol, and thank God she was nice enough to forward it to me. She didn't call me and give me a heads up, hey, I'm sending you an email. But she sent it to my email. And if I wouldn't have looked at my email, which I don't that often, I would have never seen it, which kind of irritates me, but that's all right. I'm going to get stuff in here that's important that maybe Carol should know about, and I'll let her know one way or the other, but, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? Right. Anyway, King Nummy got in touch through an email, and it's a blanket email, apparently sent out to all of us seasonal campers. I've had my camper down there for, I think this is going to be my 11th season. 10th or 11th, I'm not sure what. But we were supposed to open on Easter Sunday. Well, now they moved that forward because of the virus and stuff. So I believe we're not going to open until April the 16th. And Reds, or Fran, or any of my King Nummy friends, or even Nancy, if you guys know anything about that, send me a private message or a text and confirm with me what I'm reading in this email from King Nummy, from Anna, saying that we don't open until April the 16th. Well, that's not the downside as much. What the downside is to me, and I did send them a message. I said, okay, you're saying we're not opening until the 16th. Plus the pool's not going to be open. The activities, a lot of the activities, are canceled until further notice. Especially, and now I don't have kids, but I have grandchildren. So they're not going to have the activities that they normally have. And I understand that because of the situation. But, and they're also saying that we can't have groups of, I think it's over 10 people at our campsite, which I understand that. Okay, if I have anybody over, we'll set up the chairs accordingly. We're 3, 4, 5 feet apart kind of thing. But I did send a message to Anna. I said, okay, if we paid, for this campground resort where we're going to have a pool, or there are going to be activities, this, that, and all this other stuff, and now there's nothing other than staying at the campground, is there going to be a substantial reduction in our campground fee until things change? Well, in her email it says that she's been inundated by this question, not only from me, but I guess from other people, and rightfully so. and she doesn't have an answer yet. She says, I'm waiting to hear back from the corporation. Well, you know what? In my humble opinion, they'll take our money and jump on it. And if we don't get it to them right away, they won't be as easygoing as I think a lot of us are. So I hope we're going to hear from King Nummy, and I hope that there's going to be some kind of a reduction fee for all of us seasonal campers right now, until things change anyway. That's all I had to say about that. Let me know if the campgrounds that you guys in your RVs and so on, if you're running into a situation like that, and if any of the campgrounds that maybe you have reservations for, if they're already saying, okay, instead of paying $46 a night because this, and this we don't have available right now, now it's only $36 a night. Let me know if you're finding that to be the realm, if you would, okay? All right, that's all I have. I'm going to clean my floors. I'm going to get my Swiffer out, my Swiffer wet jet. I'm going to clean all that. I'm going to get up all my little fur babies from Sir Prince. And then I'm going to polish it up some more. I'm going to do some laundry today. My dishwasher, it's full. I got to pull my dishes out and put them away. So I got a few things I can do today. I think I'm going to work on my woodwork, sand it down so I can put maybe a coat of paint on it. And I'm thinking about doing my kitchen cabinets. If you have any recommendations, there's I don't want to say that it's a paint on them. I don't know what it is. It's a blonde coloring kitchen cabinet. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can flip this around. See my kitchen cabinets? Anyway, I'm thinking about, putting a coat of paint on them. If you have a recommendation, let me know. I've never done this before. I'll do some research myself. I'll check on YouTube and I'll Google it. But do I have to put some primer on before I put a coat of paint on it? And then I want to get some hardware and put some hardware on the cabinets also. And on the kitchen drawers, If you've ever did a project like that, give me your recommendations. Help me out here if you could, okay? All right, thanks so much. I do have a buddy of mine that's going to come over here and help me paint my ceilings on my second floor. So that's what I'll be doing here, within the weeks to come. So, all right, that's about it, folks. Have a great day today. Let's stay healthy and let's stay safe. To my children out there and my daughter-in-law, my nieces, my nephews, my grandchildren. I love you guys. And all my friends out there. God bless you. Stay safe. I do have a certain little bit of love for you guys, too. Yeah. Here's some sugar for you. Cheers to Nostrovia. I'll talk to you later on. God bless all of you. Let's stay safe out there. Continue to wash your hands. Be kind to one another. And thank you, God, for another day on earth. And remember, no matter how bad we think we have it, somebody else always has it worse. Oh, and if you happen to be looking at my hat, it's an old cap, Cape May Point. And then this over here is my little sheltie that I got from my neighbor at the time, Nancy. Nancy got this for me, so I always wear it on my Cape May hat. My little sheltie head right there. But that's Cape May Point to go along with my shirt. Cape May Point, yes. That's enough advertising for that. I can't wait to get down there. God, I can't wait. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later on. God bless you. I'm going to punch you out in 3. One more time. Cheers in Nostrovia. L'chaim. Let me know what it's like in your neck of the woods. Let me know what your plans are, what you're doing. And I hope you're all healthy. We'll see you later. Keep on smiling now. Come on. Big smile. Here we go. Cheers.